My girlfriend was assaulted in the house, but her boyfriend was sleeping unconscious. No matter how much she cried for help, he sleeps like a dead pig until it was over. She sat on the floor in agony. She looked at her sleeping boyfriend. She was in despair. She ran into the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and chased him out. But there was no one around. The criminals have long disappeared into the night. The girl cried out in despair. She returned home, aimed the knife at her sleeping boyfriend, thinking that all this is her boyfriend's fault. If he hadn't taken her to a party, if he hadn't gotten drunk, she wouldn't have been assaulted. But after hesitating for a long time, the girl still couldn't make up her mind. Waiting for the next day, the man woke up in a daze. He didn't know anything about what happened last night. He saw his depressed girlfriend, asked what was wrong. Did she do something wrong? Girlfriend said nothing. You just fell asleep. The man was confused by this statement. After his questioning, she told him what happened to her last night. She accused her boyfriend of sleeping through the night. Is this what you mean by keeping me safe? Let's call it a day. After hearing this, the man was filled with anger and remorse. He hugged his girlfriend tightly, but the girlfriend struggled away. She slapped the man wildly. The man was so guilty that he didn't move a muscle. After venting, his girlfriend fell asleep, but the man eats rice to compensate for his energy. He decides to kill the assailant to avenge his girlfriend's death. But when he came to the stadium in anger, he rushed at Takuma without thinking. Unexpectedly knocked down by a punch, 3 of his front teeth were knocked out. The man lost completely. He hated himself for being small and weak. He couldn't even protect his girlfriend. And his girlfriend was found to be 4 weeks pregnant. When she got home, she received a letter of apology from the man. Said he had to go away for a while, and the man started his own special training. He couldn't wait to get stronger. Only after avenging his girlfriend's death, he could only face to see his girlfriend. But he didn't know that his girlfriend was the most vulnerable and helpless at this moment. The ex-boyfriend came to the door again. When he found out that the girl was pregnant, he immediately found a man, said, there was shocking news about the girl. If you want to know, you have to pay for the information first. The man put up all his money. He got the news that his girlfriend was pregnant. The words instantly ignited him. He shouted that he wanted to marry his girlfriend and have a baby. Then the man ran all the way to his girlfriend's workplace. The girlfriend growled like a wild animal. She won't marry a coward. After the proposal was rejected, makes a man realize that even the weakest of fists is still a way to prove himself. So he went to Takuma again. But Takuma didn't want to pay any attention to this short man. He just closed the door, and the man just stood outside the door until the next day when Takuma went out. The man invited him to a duel in front of the stairs. Facing Miyamoto's persistent pestering, Takuma was ready to finish him off once and for all.